When I was a sex worker is when I discovered that sex workers and thugs, they work hand in hand. So sometimes you would go to a client and he would treat you bad and you'd just call someone. And so the guy would come, slap you a little bit, and they would rob your house. I think that happened thrice, and then I was like, I don't want to do this side anymore. And then in the process, as I was saying, I don't want to do this because you really hurt people, you rob them clean. Yes. And then after some time, I decided, no, this is not the route I want. I met someone who took me to become an escort. So you're introduced at that level. That's one of the highest levels in prostitution. So there are different levels in prostitution. Number one, the lowest is the street prostitute. Most of the viewers know what a street prostitute is. Then there are dancers and strippers. But then when it comes to that level, there are those people who do stag parties. How do I explain stag parties?
Maybe like a bachelor party.
Yes.
Before guys get married, they'll have a bachelor party.
They have a bachelor party, and then the girls would come to a house like this and strip everything. They can be both, depending on what the person wants.
Right.
They can be both male or female, and then they would now have sex. So it's like more like I'm having sex before I get married tomorrow. So yes. Then there's the brothel where I was when I was in school, a brothel where people rent a house, a B&B or a house, a big, huge house, and you have clients coming in there. So sometimes they are sent for photos and they choose the girls they want. That's usually mostly in a B&B. But in a house, they walk in. When you walk in the sitting room, the girls array themselves and then the client chooses. So that's in a situation I was in. Then there's the temple prostitute, which is the oldest game from the Bible. It's the oldest. It's the oldest. Actually, they say prostitution is the oldest game, but it was there even those days. Then we have the escorts. The escorts is, you will never know. Nowadays, most slay queens are escorts. Yes, most slay queens are escorts. They work in offices, you wouldn't tell. They work in ministries, you wouldn't tell. They work because they don't dress like sex workers. They come in dressed very decently. They'll wear a trouser suit. They'll wear, decently. You wouldn't even suspect them. The most working...
They're undercover.
Yes, they're undercover, but they know why they're there. They know why they're there. So, yeah, those are just some of the levels.